So people who just come in the chat and just be random and weird, and yeah. Well, I have a specific rule on my channel.
Specifically, they're like first thing that they say, or like, you know, like they're new to your channel or something, and like that's the first thing they do or whatever. So I'm sure you have plenty of examples. Feel free to.
You know what's the sad thing? I don't remember them all. So we've got Mr. Change the Category. I remember that guy. So thanks, Melendor, for the joke, which actually turned out to me changing the category. So I was playing Devil May Cry, and I paused the game to like watch a YouTube video or something, and this person came in and just said, "Can you change the category?" And then I know because I'm a smart ass when I deal with people. I was like, "Oh." So basically, I said to him, in an interactive stream where the streamer actually cares about his audience, someone suggested a funny video, and I was like, let's go check this out. So I'm actually still playing Devil May Cry, which we'll go back to after we watch this video. Are you okay with that? Or do you want else to tell me what to do? So, yeah. And then I'm trying to think of another... I'm sure some other people remember the people on my channel. I don't remember everyone. And so a different game name, and then spoke again. So a different game name, and then never spoke again. Oh, I always love people that come and go, oh, play this game, play that game, play this game. I'm like, I go, why don't you play this game and that game? And they go, okay. I'm like, you're not going to play it, so shut up. So, yeah.
I got a couple of responses in my Discord.
Awesome.
Luma said, one guy I've never seen before, his first line in my chat was, my grandfather just died. So...
Rest in peace, Grandpa. But fuck, man, what a way to remember your grandpa's. Yeah. What a way to remember his grandpa's death. He's like, remember when you were in Twitch?
I'm gonna honor my grandfather's legacy by going into Twitch and talking to some random person. Lemon said that they were modding Mocha's channel, and the first person someone asked Mocha was, "Are you a furry?" I had one not yesterday, Friday. Someone followed me, and the only thing they chatted was all of their channel's emotes. That's it. And that's another diatribe maybe we can go on is I won't talk about it. But no. Yeah, like, oh man, what are some other ones that I've had happen? So here's the thing. Like, I've heard some people talk to me about this. So I'm 35, right? And
no, Edge Chan's channel, you're banned. Can someone ban Pretzel?
Sorry. The majority of people on Twitch are under, 20, 21, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, from what I've heard of people is that, like, the current younger generation that is, like, predominantly on Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, their kind of thing is instead of, kind of just the quote unquote normal way of like, hi, how's it going? Oh, I really like this game, blah, blah, blah. Their kind of thing is to come in and make a splash, so to speak, right? It's where, like, I want to come in and I want to make a big first impression. You know what I mean?
What's your charm loadout?
Yeah, what's your charm loadout?
I think that's the most important one.
And so, like, it's I've heard that as a reason. I've also heard some, there's the honest and, like, understandable explanation that some people are just socially awkward and they don't know how to interact with people, etc. Right? But that still does not mean that, like, when people say weird things or random things and stuff, that it's not, like, off-putting and whatnot, or, like, as a streamer, it's like, well, what the fuck do I do with this? You know what I mean? Like, and especially,
this is Cass has got the perfect one. I've had a horrible time, but I want to talk about it. Shut up. Yes, you do. I actually hate that. I know a viewer. I know a fellow streamer that used to say that all the time. I'm not going to name names, but dog. That's what I have to say that person is. Sorry, keep going, Pretzel.
So yeah, like, I understand both of those things, but as, like, from the streamer's perspective, it's one of those things where, like, what the fuck do I do with that?
Yeah.
Like, what do I do with it? And Fox, you're like me, where it's like, there's plenty of streamers out there that are willing to, and this is going to sound kind of like this is gonna sound like snooty or whatever or snobbish, but there's plenty of streamers that are willing to entertain stuff, right?
Yeah.
And willing to humor people and willing to like laugh at something that they don't necessarily find funny, or just kind of, you know what I mean, like. But like you and me, Fox, are not like that, right? If someone says something weird, we're just like, why did you say that?
Yeah.
What's the point of saying that? You know what I mean?
What's the context, bro?
And so, yeah, and so like from like the streamer perspective, it's like, what the fuck do I do with this? And so like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with just saying, hi, how's it going? I'm new here. Like,
yeah. Well, I also enjoy this game. Are you enjoying this game? Poppy just said, I had a good one. Hey, XXXX, just died in a car crash. And the last thing he said was to tell his favorite streamer. Well, I'm glad that you're his favorite stream, Poppy, Eric.
Yeah.
Because, like, I guess we can talk about strategies of dealing with it as well. And I guess to other people as well in the chat to call stuff out as well. Because, like, yeah, I don't put up with bullshit like that. That's just not me. This is the reason why I do Twitch, because I can actually be myself, as opposed to at work when I can't be myself. I have to pretend to care. So like for me, it's important to. Can we change topic to sad hentai stories? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was yesterday.
Social kids, I didn't say they were 7 years old. Yeah, Cassie, you do have to.
Yes,
if you're
absolutely.
if you have an 18+ channel, you have to. If you know the person personally, just give them a warning, delete the comment. But yeah, you're technically meant to ban them or whatever. But yeah, so actually, do you remember Pretzel? This guy here, the one he came to my channel once. He followed. I think he came on a Hollow Knight stream. So must be just Hollow Knight people, just weirdos. Then he came back, and remember when he said like, "Oh, me and my girlfriend had a fight, and she's mad at me." And I just went, and he just kept talking about it. And I said, I don't know the context. I need to hear both, because I'm the kind of person just because a guy says the girlfriend got mad at him, I need to know both sides of the story. Because how am I meant to diagnose a fucking problem when this guy's going to give me biased information and I don't know what her side of the story is, and she's going to give biased. I need both sides. So I was like, I don't know. And he's like, oh, but I made a mistake. And then Pretzel actually wrote in my chat, I was like, you made a mistake, so just apologize. If she comes back, awesome. Otherwise, it's all bad and move on. Yeah, I am Dr. Fox. And then and then he got really mad that we said that to him, and he pissed off. I haven't seen him since. I've seen him in someone else's stream, and I almost added him, but oh, how's your girlfriend problem going? I still remember some stream and a guy basically crying about how he almost killed his sister, and just totally killed the whole vibe, and chat was so awkward. Man, Mike, alright, I'm just trying to think, if that happened to me, I'd be like, look, this is serious, man. Please don't bring that shit in here. I'm like, I don't know what's happened here, but we don't talk about stuff here. I'm really sorry. Like, I hope this is a joke. If it's not a joke, please call the police. Otherwise, I'll probably get rid of them, honestly, man, because that's not cool. Because remember, Twitch is entertainment. We're not therapists. I don't have a doctorate. I've read Dr. Phil books though, so maybe I am a doctor. I don't know. But yeah,
it's also one of those things. It's kind of a thought experiment for me. It's like, so as a viewer, right? When we go into a stream, first impression is very important, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as like when we watch a stream, like what our first impression of the streamer is, right? And if we don't get a good first impression of the streamer, we decide we don't want to watch them anymore, and we don't watch them, correct?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the thing. So, and I understand from the perspective of, I'm going to caveat this by saying I understand that if you are a streamer, you want to try to get as many people into your community and viewers and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
But try to look at it from the flip side then. If you're a streamer and someone comes in and they make a bad first impression, why don't you treat it the same way and just get rid of them? Right? Like, if you go as a viewer go into a stream and your first impression is bad and you don't want to have any part of it anymore, then you don't. If you're a streamer and someone comes in as a viewer with a bad first impression, why don't you treat it the same way?
Correct.
That's the way I do it, at least. And like I said, I understand that as a streamer, you want to get as many viewers and stuff as possible.
It's all about numbers, baby.
It's all about the numbers, right? And so you might be willing to flex a bit on that, right? But ask yourself if you're willing to flex that much as a viewer when it comes to watching another streamer,
So,
right?
so do you remember? I've said this example so many times on stream as well. That Twitch is like busking on the street, um, and and the business is designed to be like a leaking bucket. So people come into your stream, you've got a bucket, and it's got a giant hole in it. So your first stream is terrible. Let's just admit it, guys. No one starts off perfectly, and most people are probably still trying to work out what they're trying to do. Your stream is a bucket, and it's just got a giant hole in it. All right, people come in and come out. Once you start getting better, like better quality, more entertaining, actual playing what people want to play, just being fun, having a personality, the bucket starts to seal up at the bottom. So like it starts to be like, so it starts to fill up. So it starts to like, so you get less holes. So people come in, people still leave because life happens. People get bored of you. People's, I don't know, you might said one comment that offends someone, whatever. But having someone in your bucket that is just like a piece of shit that just ruins the vibe, and that pretty much breaks the hole again, and then people just leave because they don't see you respect your channel enough that you don't tell people to, that you don't tell negative Nancy's and that. No shit in the bucket, please. Exactly. So yeah, don't shit in the bucket. So like get rid of it. If someone dookies in it, you pull the poop out, throw it away. Just pull it out.
Pull the poop out.
Pull the poop out. Pull the poop out and put it in Pretzel's room because it stinks like poop.
Put it in my room over here where the poop was.
The poop water.
So yeah, like I had so here's going around with weird first impression people. I've seen it happen to Cass, and it's happened to me twice in the past week or two. Fucking novelty accounts. Do you know what I'm talking about with novelty accounts?
Yeah, like when I played Doki Doki Literature Club, someone was impersonating to be, what's her name? One of the characters from that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I had someone come in as Wesker something.
Yeah.
When I was playing Resident Evil, and it's like all they did was like act in character, and it's like, do you not have a fucking life? I'm sorry. Do you not have a fucking life that this is all you do is go on Twitch and like scour this one category as this character? It happened when I played Metal Gear Solid 1. Someone was like McDonald Miller or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know as the streamer, you're not coming back. I know you're not coming back. You're coming in to like, do this joke that's not really funny or anything. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's such a, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. It's on par with me with like people that go around Twitch in their free time and just troll people. You know what I mean? And I know that it's like trolling and bullying and harassing is a different thing. But it's like, do you not have like something better to do with your free time than wander around a category with a novelty like account and like act in character and stuff? It's just bizarre. Like, I just don't have time for that.
It's kind of like people who role play, so it's similar to the people that go XD Nuzzles Raw. Like you sometimes see those guys on booby streamers, how they were like, they try and like role play the streamer because I don't know, they want sexual attention or whatever. Similar to that. That's probably the more extreme spectrum though. How do we get to this tangent, by the way?
Oh, we're still talking about weird first impression people.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, good point. I'm sorry, man. I've like lost where I'm going on.
Oh no, it's fine.
I get usernames being a favorite character or something, but they start RPing them. They can get the fuck off and out of my chat. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, that I've been lucky that I haven't been dealt with that. But yeah, I'll make them the butt of a joke. I literally just ignore them or make them the butt of the joke. Exactly. Turn them into content.
Content.
Everyone's content. Your content.
You shouldn't put your viewers in an uncomfortable situation. I would gladly leave if someone was allowed to say rude or uncomfortable. Not that I don't like the streamer, but I would. Oh, I've done that before. There's people whose streams I genuinely enjoy. But if the streamer allows certain people to dictate the narrative of the stream with their with whatever they're talking about, in the sense that like it's not helping the stream, I leave.
I leave. Comment. Sometimes I catch Pretzel streaming. He's role playing a non-retro streamer.
Oh, you be quiet, Melendor.
So what retro game are you streaming after the stream, Pretzel?
I'm not streaming retro.
I think you
Go to
should.
hell.
Okay. What?
What do you mean by dictate? What I mean is that basically if a streamer allows a certain chatter to control the mood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if someone's being if someone's being like, for lack of a better term, depressing or killing the vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the streamer doesn't shut it down and instead like either, you know, either explicitly or just through lack of action again, like, you know, lack of action allows that to continue. You know what I mean? It can eat up the chat and it can eat up the stream. And
Yeah.
I've seen, there's been plenty of streams I've been in of streamers that I love their content and I love them, but because they don't
Put their foot down.
shut down stuff like that, I don't feel comfortable being in there, so I leave. You know what I mean? Or I just don't chat. But the thing, and I've gone out of my way sometimes to try to change the narrative or pull us in a different direction. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's up to the streamer at some point to just kind of shut that shit down, you know, and to just either ignore it or call them out or, you know, something like that.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, guys. Also, like, I guess I encourage as well to all the followers and anyone else in the chat. If you ever feel there's someone that makes you feel uncomfortable, just message the mods or someone, because sometimes the other thing is what I find uncomfortable is completely different to you. That's why I always say my streams are rated. Just, this is not a Kumbaya G rated stream. Like, you might get offended. I've had people come to my stream that heard what a great channel I was, and then they saw my arse on screen, and then they unfollowed and then blocked me on Twitter. So like, just, it's always important that, yeah, that everyone's got a different level of comfort. Not everyone's the same. So just send the mod a message or something, or to the streamer privately. So do you prefer to have streamers not talk to said viewer about what might not be okay? I don't know how I'm calling it out. Poppy, that's a good question, because like, imagine if someone, like, I don't want to bring up the example. Imagine something really bad did happen, and they're genuinely telling the truth. Like, maybe their grandpa did die, or whoever that streamer follower was, and that's sad. It's horrible. It sucks. But like, how do you diffuse that in a circumstance like that? I'd probably just say, hey, do you mind taking this? I'd probably just ask them, can we take this conversation privately? It's not for Twitch. More than happy to have a chat with you. I guess invite them. If you know them, obviously. If you don't know them, be like, hey, this is not appropriate. I'm sure you got someone to talk to, but I really can't. This is not, we're not doctors here. I am a doctor.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's probably
that's what I was gonna say. Like, it was going to be what I was gonna say. Is it's up to you to, like, you can't know whether they're telling the truth or not, right? So it's a matter of like, it's just like Twitch is just like any other social media, right? And it's like, I know I personally have muted people on Twitter that all they post is depressing shit or annoying shit, right? Self-loathing shit, right? And it's like, Twitch is one of those things, just like any other social media platform, where you want to engage in the content you want to engage in, right? And you want to create content or be involved in content that fits your mood or what you're expecting, right? And I think that it's, as a streamer, it's your job to control the narrative, so to speak, of your channel. You know what I mean? And how you handle that is up to you. My personal thing is kind of like what Fox does, which is someone says, like, if I ask someone how they're doing, they're like, "Oh, I'm not doing too great." I'm like, "Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully hanging out here can distract you or make you feel better," kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of clue or the indication, like, now's not the time to talk about that,
Yeah.
right? If you know them and you genuinely care about them and you trust that what they're going through is honest, then it's up to you whether you personally feel comfortable privately messaging them about it. You know what I mean? And for some people, I might do that, but not just random people that I don't know. Um,
Psycho Wiz put a good point. How does the amount of donation subs bits determine how you view a rude new viewer? So, are you talking about people who are like I guess people who've given a lot of money to a channel and then decided to be a dog? Because if you're talking about circumstance, usually those types of people they've been around for a while, or maybe they just want someone that's just very generous. That one, I would personally like. Look, you still got to treat him the same, but I would give him an extra chance and actually just message him because Psycho Wiz, for example, my first ever subscriber does not come to my channel anymore because I timed him out, and he got upset, and I was like, well, you're being a dick. I timed you out. Like you're cool to come back, but he hasn't come back since. And I had another one of my long time loyal viewers, one of my long time loyal viewers. He said something inappropriate about basically there was a comment about I was playing Resident Evil at the time and I was like seeing who else was streaming Resident Evil and there's like a hot booby streamer streaming it. I made a joke about I can't compete with those boobs, they're amazing. So I basically just said, and I was like, oh man, it sucks. But like I made a joke. I don't care. Like, don't hate the play, hate the game type of thing. Anyway, he was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking go on that channel and like troll the viewers on there and like tell them they're all fucking losers and call her ugly and that. And I was like, don't. Like, I have respect for her that, she has the courage to, dress attractively, sexily. Because she has to deal with unwarranted male attention that is just like annoying guys. And I just say, hey, don't bully her. Like, she's just streaming. Like, let her be. And then him and I had an argument. I said, look, you're not listening. I don't want you bullying this viewer because it's going to come back to me. And I actually don't encourage bullying of those people. I respect their hustle. So, like, I'd rather you just... So I timed him out and he hasn't said a word in my channel since. And my first ever my first ever subscriber, he made me do Dr. Phil's advice about cheating on his wife. And that's why I started to feel like, this guy seems like an actual bored husband that might actually think about having an affair. And I was like, And then I noticed he started like creeping on some of the female viewers of my channel. And that's when I put two and two together. I was like, this guy's thinking about it at least. And yeah, he said something inappropriate, and I said, look, I have to time you out. You're my first ever subscriber. I'm more than happy to have a chat with you, but shut up. And he hasn't been back since. He's unsubbed, and I haven't seen him around. I've seen him in other people's chat, a few other streams and that, but yeah. So I don't care. Yeah, you can't. Doesn't matter. If someone decided to give me 50 grand right now, and then all of a sudden said something horribly racist, or said that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is one of the best games ever made, he's going to get banned. Like, that's just instant ban. That's a hate crime right there.
Yeah, you can't buy my respect.
Yeah,
basically, you know what I mean. Like, you can't buy my integrity. So that's my thing. You know what I mean. Like you said, like if someone is a longtime supporter of the channel, and not just financially, but let's say they've been hanging out a lot and they're fairly, they've been fairly fine, and they just kind of, in a one-off instance, misbehave. We'll just say it like that, right?
Yeah.
I will go out of my way to message them and say, hey, just letting you know this wasn't okay. And, you're more than welcome to keep coming back. I just want to kind of set some boundaries kind of thing. I've done it with someone that did something that was could be perceived as self-promoting. Yeah. And so I personally messaged them and I said, hey, just want to let you know what you did can be perceived as self-promoting. I understand that that's probably not what you were doing, but I just want to let you know kind of Twitch etiquette. Yeah. If I didn't know you, that probably would have been not a ban or anything or a timeout, even maybe a timeout. But I might have like called you out on it or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you know, that's a very small example, right? And I think that yeah, like it's up to you and your relationship with them. But I don't think you should ever, regardless of the actual individual person, like if they're it ultimately comes down to that person, regardless of how well you know them or not, whether they're respecting you and what your kind of your stream and what you're building,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I've seen this happen with Cass, without, and sorry to put you on the spot, where Cass like had a personal friend come in and was basically acting like a dick, and kind of it seemed felt entitled to do so because he knew Cass personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it ultimately comes down to like they need to respect that you're doing this and you have your boundaries and you have your rules and you have what you've set up and how you want everything to go. And they can either respect that or they can't. And if they can't respect that, then they can get the fuck out and you don't need them.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
But
I don't Crash, by the way. Someone has tried to guilt trip it. I'm just going for the comments. Someone's tried to guilt me tripping
yeah, no, of
being a
course.
dick because they gifted a bunch of subs once. Yeah, honestly, people like that, Crash, like I feel like everyone on if the streamer doesn't have, I guess, the cojones to tell someone to eat a dick, like you should have at least a mod that's like got balls that can say it. Because it's an awkward conversation. It always is. I'm a confrontational person, so I can deal with that stuff. That doesn't bother me, honestly. But yeah, you should never let anyone walk over you like that. There's a like I know like Donald Trump's like, a lot of people don't like him, but his one good piece of advice is that your yeses mean nothing if you can't say no. So that basically means that if your core values, if someone goes against what you're saying and you can't even say no to them and they're disagreeing with it goes against you, that means your yeses mean nothing because you can't say no. So yeah, that's like the only good information that Donald Trump's ever said. Everything else he says, dumb and stupid. But yeah, like
So Liza said, how do you handle friends IRL being rude in your channel? Like, how do you draw the line with them since you know them personally? I mean, in some respects that's hard because you know them personally, but then you can also like act like literally there you know them, so you should theoretically be able to talk to them one-on-one and say, listen, when you're in my stream, I understand that you know me, but please follow my rules. Please, support me in the way that I want to be supported. And they should respect that.
if they're a real friend.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm lucky that who am I? One of my friends just usually lurks when he's playing Final Fantasy 14. Another one of my friends just says "ooh," and then like he might say a question or two, but then that's about it. Another one of my friends sometimes comes to my chat and then makes a joke, and then sometimes he'll ask me, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" Because I don't know, he can't be bothered messaging me. I'm okay with that. He's okay. Another one of my female fans, she was trying to like set me up with one of my viewers. And I said, "Don't do that." And she's like, "All right, I won't." So that was okay. But she listened, so we're all cool with that. I guess, but I'm lucky that I'm very selective with my friends as well. That none of my friends are dogs anyway. But sometimes this dog friend of mine, he always keeps coming to his channel without his partner tick enabled. So it's just like it's kind of like just admit you're a partner, man. Admit it.
I was about to say you forgot about Poppy.
Yeah. Because he's always self-promoting he doesn't want to self-promote his partnership.
Yeah.
And hi Peas and Rice, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the channel. Sorry, we're just in the podcast. But how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Anything else? Okay, I'm gonna go stream. I'll be streaming now. Okay, please drop by, please. Yeah, Crash, of course, I'll come by your stream. Of course. Guys, do you know Crash streams? No, obviously, and Crash, those people are dickheads. That's just like I always make fun of those people anyway. Like I can turn a dumbass into content. Like that's one of my abilities. I guess being bullied a lot as in primary school and a little bit in high school, so I'm pretty good at flipping it back on to someone. So I'm always like that. That was like that guy, what was it called? Mr. I'm Worthless Bye, who came to my channel, said hello. I was like, yeah, no worries, good start. And then I went, how'd you find me? Good start. All right. Next question is like, yeah, I streamed this game. I was like, oh, thanks for self-promoting, dude. And he's like, oh, I didn't know. And then because he brought it up twice. He brought it the first time. I was like, the first time was like kind of innocent, but the second time I was like, nah, okay, you've brought it up twice. Get over it.
Oh,
and then he wrote, "I'm worthless, bye," and then that's the last I ever saw of him. He came to the other.
so
He's a weirdo.
I was gonna ask something. So, have you had experience with this, Fox, where someone comes in? I've had this happen multiple times.
Okay.
Someone comes in, like uses their emotes, and then says, "Oh, I just got these approved, and I wanted to see how they look," and then that's all they say. Have you had that happen?
No, that's
Oh, I've
genius.
had that.
That's genius.
I've had that happen so many times. It's so annoying. Yes, I've had that happen many times. Many times. It's like, use your own chat box. Like, why are you coming into my stream to do that?
Oh my god, that's the fucking. Oh, this is genius, guys. Should we just go someone's stream and just test it out? Should I just self promote on someone else's stream? Be like,
Oh, yeah.
yo, I just got these new emotes, hella poggers. What we got here? Hold on to our stance. They didn't watch UK. Oh, hold up. What is the moderator message? All right. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. I'm really behind in the chat. So chat's gone too crazy, man. Yeah, you just gotta be. Yeah, that's pretty ballsy, man. It's kind of funny too.
Yeah, so Poppy, so I guess, do you guys view that as self-promotion? I do.
Oh yeah,
I absolutely
that
do.
specifically.
Unless I already know them. Unless I already really know them well.
Yeah, that's like that's pretty insane.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
Yo,
And like I said, just like a day or two ago, last stream, someone came in and followed me, and all they did was post all of their emotes and didn't say another damn thing. That's fucking self-promotion.
yeah. Hey, as Puppy said, I had someone to come to my say, "Yo, I just got this tier 3 approved," and post it. Did he say hella poggers afterwards? Look, if as long
Did
as
he at least hella poggers?
oh my god! If no one knows about the hella poggers story, actually, we were talking about people who say weird first things. This guy came to my stream when I was playing Cuphead. He said, and like I had a bad day already because every single person when I was playing Cuphead was an idiot. It was these stupid little kids. They're just there to watch Cuphead. They were actual children. Like that I could tell they're never gonna come back. Anyway, first sentence says hello. Yep, no worries, all cool. I saw he had the Twitch Prime. So alright, this guy must be at least an adult. Someone with like not gonna say anything weird. And then the next thing he just said was, "I've just done streaming Cuphead. I just got hella follows, poggers." The fact that he wrote hella follows, poggers at the end, I was just like, fuck, man, fuck. But yeah, it's insane. And because it's like self-promote. Right, what did you say? Summit1G said that people using their own emotes in chat, even in context, was self-promote. No, I disagree with that, Summit1G, because if your emote,
I disagree with that.
that's like if you just said this is my emote. Well, how do you know if this is your emote or not? I don't fucking. If you put an emote in the chat, I don't click on it and be like, who did this? Like, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, that sounds hella odd. Do as poggers as fuck, man. No, because yeah, I don't think so, because like if someone puts an emote in the chat, I don't know whose emote it is. Like sometimes I can kind of work it out, but like other times I'm just like nah. And like Fennel says, I use because some people's emotes are like very multi-use. So what do you got? Psycho Wizards put hype. Well, hype's fucking everyone's got hype emotes. Yeet, and we got Duo with the Chef Kiss, and we got Crazy, and we got Sonic Love from Game Tracks, and then hey, so it's just too hard, man. Like yeah, I wouldn't call that a thing. I'm promoting algorithm. Jeez. Oh, and I use Slappy Jack's emote every fucking... Slappy Jack, your emote, the sweaty Slappy Bonker S-face, is my most used emote. I found Ghost of Tsushima boring. Oh, I know that streamer. That's Reptile. Yeah, he did find that game boring, because it is a boring game. I'm glad he admitted the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
My personal favorite? Yeah, there you go. The achievement in the heart. Yeah, it's cool. The trophy in the heart. But yeah, I don't think that's self-promotion. It's like, obviously, if you say, this is my emote, check it out. By the way, I stream as well. There you go. There's always context to an emote.
I'm surprised that you've never had that happen to you, Fox.
I'm lucky, I guess. Hey, I got
very lucky.
I got different layers of idiots that come to my channel. There's certain levels of emote promo. Exactly, yeah. God damn it, Slappy, don't do the akimbo bins. That makes me laugh uncontrollably. I'm just thinking of like a sweaty slappy. He's just got 2 copies of Assassin's Creed 2. He's like trying to throw them in the bin to hide the evidence. Hey Fox, one of the mods is a bully. Can you address that? Oh, I don't know. Well, that's a question for another time, Tom. But I do like that question though. I had someone come in while I was talking to the person who created my emotes, and me thanking them for say, yeah, I mean hers are cute, but you have to say it because you are biased. Just saying it when I got mine, they'll be cuter. Oh my god, that just sounds. Liza, that just sounds like a jealous person or an insecure person. Either pick one. It's what either one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Flip teammates can be a comedy role. I know, right? Don't ban yourself, Tom. All right, nice teammates, plebs. I know, right? Slappy does have the best teammates. But yeah. Anyway, do we have anything else to add? Any other funny stories of self promo?
No. No, actually, we can maybe in the Q.
Do we have another topic? So I don't know if it's the end of the show or not. Do we have another question?
No, we have one more topic.
All right, cool. What's the last topic?
It's a streamer topic. It's a streamer topic.
All right. Do I have a
hot streamer topic?
All right, give me a second. Let me just play the intro. All right, Pretzel. Hit me. What's the streamer topic?
All right, our hot streamer topic. This was inspired by your stream today. Someone brought it up.
Wait, what? What did they say?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
So it's about viewers that fanboy streamers.
Ah, fanboy streams. Okay.
Yes. So
give us an example, Pretzel.
Oh, an example? Oh, fuck me.
I will if you want me to.
Yeah, please. You start. Because you mentioned about like stream.
No, you said fuck me, and I said I will.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So like,
all right. So
like,
I'll answer this question. Sorry to interrupt. Okay. So what we're talking about fanboy streams. All right. So don't kiss people's butts. So Darkane brought it up in my channel. That he said he appreciates coming to my stream because we just talk about games, a few other little things, and different types of conversations. So that's what he enjoyed about my stream, which is thanks for the kind words, Darkane. I know he's already gone to bed. He goes to bed very early. But yeah, basically he said that, and I said, oh, give me an example. And he said he's gone to a few streams before where people just go like, oh my god, you're the best streamer ever. I fucking love you. And like everything they do is just like gold. Like they can do no wrong. And I'm a big believer, like, never put anyone on a pedestal and don't ever kiss someone's butt. Because, like, it just comes as streaming circle jokes. Yeah, there you go. So it's just so it's kind of like, imagine coming to a chat and there's people having fun, right? That's a cool stream. There's another chat with people having a gaming discussion. That's kind of cool. But if you went to another chat and you just saw every single one adding the streamer and just saying like, "Oh my god, like you're the best streamer ever, like you're the best," like I don't like people kissing my butt. Like I want you guys to hold me to a high standard as well. Like I don't mind if you guys give me compliments and say I'm a really good streamer or I'm really good at vanquishing that, but I'm not good enough to get Stardew Valley Platinum, unfortunately, because I'm not good enough. But like if I want you to be able to like feel comfortable to give me feedback that you like my stuff, but also give me criticism, because how am I meant to become the best possible version of myself if I don't get feedback? And also it just creates a weird circle jerk environment, because then this is how extremist behavior becomes, because if no one criticizes someone for what you say or stands up against what you say, then that person feels like it's okay for them to get away ever. Oh my god, you're the best streamer. I love your content. I love your energy. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, Spiver. You did not copy and paste that from somewhere before. so yeah, it's always just like people really need to and one fanboy stream or 10 streamers who say you're the favorite disappear forever. Oh my god. Actually, so man, you know what? I'd rather a fanboy honestly than 10 people that say you're my favorite disappear, because that hurts me the most. I've had that happen to me before, where someone came in and said, "Oh, I really like your streams. They're really good." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man." And I felt weird because I've only streamed for like once or twice. And I was like, And then I never saw that person ever again. I was like, did I do something wrong? Like, and I wish I knew who that person was, just so I could message them. Like, it's been haunting me to the day I die. I don't forget stuff because unfortunately my memory is very vivid. I always remember everything that fucking people say most of the time. I want you to have different opinions than me, so I can tell you you're wrong. Stop agreeing with me on everything. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing, Psycho, is it does get frustrating. So when you go to a stream and people just circle jerk each other and like they just agree with everything that they say, as well, because it's just like, do people not have their own beliefs or values or anything? So yeah, it's a good question, but yeah, I guess we can bring the question back to you guys. Like, have you seen it happen on people's streams before? It could be, and I'm not just talking about like pretty girl streams, like booby streamers that people go, oh my god, you're hot. Like I'm talking about like a male or a female streamer that does provide good content, but like everyone's just like praises them and like, yeah, have you ever experienced that before? Have you witnessed it? Are you a victim of that too? Yeah, let us know. It's a good question, but I think the interesting question you should do is like, yeah, don't suck up to people. Don't ever suck up to
Yeah,
someone.
I see like there's a lot of, and I don't watch those streams. If your stream is the kind where like you can't laugh at yourself or people can't like kind of quote unquote bully you, I don't watch you. It's just like it doesn't feel fun. You know what I mean? And I get that there's some people that just like they want to go into a stream as a viewer and they want to feel good and they want everyone to be super supportive and they want everyone to feel like, like it's a super positive vibe and all that stuff, right? But like for me, that's just boring. That's boring as hell.
Yeah,
Um,
because like,
it's just like, where's the personality other than we're happy and we're positive? You know?
so what do you got here? Personality is based around liking someone else is just weird to me. Whereas for musicians, yeah, exactly. And so to where's the line with compliments and sucking up? I guess lines of compliments sucking up. If someone gives you a compliment, maybe like once a stream, or like there's a context to the compliment in that circumstance, I think that's good. But if everything they talk about is you and you, I think that's where the line is. I think that's the line crossing there. Now I'll tell you something about and I've had the same person rating me every day of the week. Is that considered obsession? Sometimes you're just in the time zone because I've been rated multiple times from some person because I was just in their time zone. It can be. We'll have to look into that, Mocha. Hopefully it's not obsession. I can be having it and still be intent. Yeah, exactly. Correct, Slappy Jack. But yeah, like this is the thing,
You
right?
can be, but I just like if your entire personality and stream vibe and like what your kind of, for lack of a better term, gimmick or like, your
Personality.
stream mantra is yeah, and personality is just like everyone's awesome, we all love each other and stuff. That bores the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
Like that's just not entertaining to me, you know.
yeah.
Um,
See, like,
but
when I'm talking about putting people on pedestals and that, this is what happens. This is an actual psychological theory, and so shouts out to my boy, Dr. Phil. Let's go. Love this guy. So if you put someone on a pedestal, basically what happens is you respect them a lot. You look up to them. You're crazy. You're just obsessed about them. You think they're the best. That everything's awesome about them. But eventually, you don't see them as a human. You see them as a god, a king, a just your mentor. Everything about them. You don't see them as a human being. Eventually, what happens is because you personally can't see them as that, you thanks, Breaking Crusader. If you personally do that, what happens is eventually, over time, your self confidence and self worth just starts destroying yourself because you don't see that person. You see this person is better than you, and then eventually you start to hate them and resent them, and then you become the opposite. You start to do that. So it's very important that you need to like keep everything in balance. Like remember, at the end of the day, we all poop. Simple as that. Everyone that you look up to has made mistakes in their life. They go to the toilet and go and take a poop. They've said dumb things in their life. They're still a human being. They still have fears, insecurities. They still breathe oxygen. They still eat food. They say doo doo occasionally. Like, just remember that everyone's a human being. Like, no one's like perfect except for Elon Musk. But like everyone, no one is perfect. So you need to like, yeah, I guess it's the mentality of like don't put people on pedestals and that. Just respect them. Apart from King John, yeah, he doesn't poop. Yeah, he's a perfect human being as well. I've seen some people in a friend's stream constantly say, "Oh, my queen, my queen." And I was, oh, yeah, there you go, Liza. Yeah, exactly. And then if you have audience members like that, Liza, then it's making you feel uncomfortable. So it's actually it's actually causing damage to a channel, even though like her calling her queen, you feel uncomfortable, and you might potentially lose. She might potentially lose Liza Bear as a viewer because there's other viewers making you feel uncomfortable. Because sometimes people don't mesh, which is it's just human beings. Not everyone's going to get along with each other. But yeah, when you create like a weird obsessive cult around you, it does make people feel uncomfortable because some people do see that logically. And Neon, hey, doing Neon Viper, welcome back, dude. But yeah, that's awkward. What are we gonna say there? Sometimes should be angry times out of time. So I've seen some new streams cherry pick elements from other streams to build their own, and then they plan their streams around others in hopes of raids. That's just being a dog cunt. This is Cass, simple as that. In fact, this is Cass. Rename that streamer to "This is being a dog cunt" and spell it the same way as yours. Like put this underscore is underscore being underscore a underscore dog underscore cunt at the end of that. Describe that she can look at it using it and feeling resentment, cringing, everything. Yeah. All right. There you go, Liza Bear. That's interesting. Thanks for pointing that out. It's cool. I like that.
So one of the things Mrs. Lone Wolf said is the world kind of sucks, and it's really nice to have positivity and put that in the universe. Life is too short to be angry and sad all the time. I'm not talking about being angry and sad. I'm just saying like that there's a difference between like I think you can be positive and encouraging, and then there's also streams where it's like anything that's not hyper supportive or basically kissing ass, you know what I mean? Like where you can't make jokes like at the expense of the streamer, or at the extent of each other, or where the streamer just doesn't do that. Like
actually, what Liza Bear says perfect. Be positive about forcing it. I've seen some positivity streamers, and they're all they do is just talk about positive. Oh, you're feeling sad? Don't be sad. Be positive, which is incorrect because sadness is not a. You guys might not realize that sadness is actually not a negative emotion at all. Sadness and happiness can do harm and good and bad to both people. That's toxic. Yeah, there's toxic positivity. So yeah, always acknowledge. Yeah, we all get sad. Exactly. So just acknowledge everyone's a human. Obviously you want to have a good vibe. Toxic. Did I say toxic in a weird way? Sorry, Sienna. So yeah, it's always about just keeping it balanced. Like keep everything balanced, guys.
Yeah.
It's toxic that you're not playing Fortnite right now. All right, after this stream, we're gonna play some Fortnite. Let's go.
Let's do it. Where are we dropping?
Where we dropping, Taze? Where we going? Where we flossing? Will we run some 90s or what? Hella poggers. But yeah, thanks for everyone bringing some good points in there. Any other questions or stuff you'd like to add, Pretzel?
No, I don't have anything. It's just one of those things like, and it's one thing with like, there's a difference between, I think, like, I'm not talking about like quote unquote simping, you know what I mean? Like where like there's basically like this
a transactional relationship.
Yeah, and like this kind of hive mind, and especially it's with bigger streamers, I think, than smaller streamers. But like more just like, at least this topic to me like is about like streamers where it's like the people in the chat cannot push back. In other words, the only kind of like only acceptable behavior in chat is encouragement and support, etc. You know what I mean? And like acceptance and whatnot. And I think that you can do all those things without it being fake. You know what I mean? Like I pride myself on caring about my community, caring about people, and accepting people for who they are, right? But at the same time, I don't want people to like if I'm that doesn't mean that I can't, like, joke about people, or that they can't joke about me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that, like, it's also one of those things that's like, if all you get is positivity, when does the genuine positivity stand out from the kind of, like, um just baseline positivity? And what I mean by that is, if, like, I have a bunch of people, like, bullying me, quote unquote bullying me in stream and stuff like that, and bantering, and then down the line at some point they're like, hey, I really enjoy your stream, you really make me laugh and whatever, that feels more genuine to me than if someone's constantly kissing my ass and stuff like that, and then they throw out a compliment. You know what I mean? I think it's just the balance, so to speak.
Yeah, it's
But
it's important, like, to have that mentality. But yeah, I was gonna say, is there any? Just want to say, is there any people in the audience that have a question that needs to be clarified, or like a good example or something? Who would bully Pretzel? A lot of people. I'd
yeah,
bully him.
everyone.
Everyone gets bullied.
Yeah.
Hashtag bully duo, 2020.
Hashtag bully duo 2020, 2020, and then
can-
2021.
So much positivity can be forced, especially if it's forced. But at the same time, it's nice to see some positivity. Like you say, you need balance. Correct, man, Mike. Exactly. Yeah, forced positivity is, yeah, toxic.
Yeah,
Because let me
absolutely.
tell you something. All right, guys. I remember I went to a self development seminar and whatnot, and if someone is forcing positivity, right? So they go, be positive, 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 be positive. Something bad happens in their life. I don't know. They got late to work. They got fired. Cat died. Dog died. Family member died. But in their brain, all they hear is be positive, be positive, be positive. Eventually, your emotions will start destroying you from inside out because you're taught to be positive and you're not allowed to feel sad. And that is wrong. You are allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to feel happy. You're allowed to feel happiness. You're allowed to feel lost. Everything has to be in balanced. So yeah, it's always important. Like, I really respect Slappy Jack a lot because he comes into the channel, and he's a really fun, happy guy, but he's realistic as well. He always talks about his life and that, but he's still, he's always a strong person. So someone like Slappy Jack is really cool. False positive is absolutely fucking worse. I've seen this in some streams before. It's so stupid, so clear. Spies that I think these positivity streamers don't have their own identity. Basically, that's what it is they come to a stream, they've watched people stream, like, what is, because at the end of the day, Twitch is that your own brand, your own identity, you're something. Whereas, like, if you have no personality, that sounds bad, everyone has a personality, but if you don't know who you are, what are you gonna do? You can be like, well, positivity seems positive, no pun intended. Maybe that's the personality I'll take. Everyone seems to say, let's build a positive community and shit like that. It just makes it like a situation where, like, you just don't have an identity. Like, I'm sure some of you people in this chat have words for me. Like, what do you describe me as? Like, if you said, someone said, what's Fox Plays about? I'm sure you guys can say a few things. Disingenuous, correct, Jarvis. And Neon Viper, thank you so much for that brand new resub. Brand new sub there. Thank you so much, Neon. That is very kind of you. Thank you for selling that. I think you're a realist, chill dude. The podcast would be better if Slappy Jack was on it. Fuck. Sorry, Pretzel. You're out. I'm out too.
Oh, bye.
It would just be Slappy Jack by himself like, hey, bro. How's everyone going today, bro? And it'd be the cutest fucking podcast ever. Fox is real. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Crash. A lovable cunt. Oh, thank you. This is Cass. I like that. Thanks. I appreciate that. The first hate streamer. Hey, White Power. Oh my god, they're the worst people. Argument tape, maybe peanut butter in a good way. Oh, thanks, man. No, you guys are way better than me. No, you're pretty cool, Slappy. You both do, mate. No kissing my butt, Slappy Jack. But yeah, and also saw the kind words there, Liza, as well earlier. Thank you so much if you're still there listening. A really silly guy that could be very pig-headed sometimes. I swear it's not about. No, it's all good, man. I appreciate it. I'm saying this, Fox. I felt like I was being hate fucked. I loved it. Oh my god. Fuck, man. Hate fucking. That's another story for another time. I'm not.
Anything to add to this?
Fox baiting I'm not baiting compliments. Ban or butt kisses. This is played drawn out. I know. I'm just like, who's the simp here? Ban. When I was new, I thought you were a little hostile, honestly, but I still didn't. It's just being real. I super appreciate it, honestly. Well, Afro Thunder, you probably find because everyone in remember back to the butt kissing thing, right? Afro, we talked about butt kissing because you probably go to so many streams and everyone has the same butt kissing personality where they're just like checkmate simps. Everyone's got that same butt kissing personality. So when you come to me, when I'm like, I'm not here to kiss your butt. Why do you think this game is good? Why? Like I want to know why. Like I like to have discussions and shit. So that's why that's probably why you thought it was a bit hostile. What a simp is? Just basically someone who does something for someone for like a finance. It's kind of like it's like the opposite of a pimp. So someone is like paying for, I guess, respect and love and admiration and that. Super passionate things make sense. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I am super passionate. Like like guys. What does it say in my Twitch bio? I literally denied a girl sex because I was playing Banjo-Tooie and I wanted to get 100%. That's how much I love games, man. I do love games more than sex. She'd have to be like pretty damn hot before I go, all right. You just saw the day when Dark Souls 2 came out. I felt sorry for that girl. Anyway, it's common. I swear, no, it's Mama. I get you. Okay. So yeah. A simp. I thought.
Anything to add on this topic?
Yeah. So basically, I think. How did this start off as? This started off as butt kissing streamers, wasn't it? Was that the original question? Fuck, we've gone to a different tangent.
I know. Because we can save some of this for Q&A, because we still got Q&A.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, Sienna, have a good sleep. Sorry, Brianna's not you. I know, poor Brianna, right? I would say, think you are very funny, and I appreciate you when everyone comes to say no explain because yeah, exactly. Like, because I got sick of people coming to the stream, but I'm just like, I hate people that just get offended by bullshit. I'm just like I don't get offended easily. I'm like, look, if I just give them a warning, then it's their fault if they just get offended because some people are just babies, unfortunately. I thought simp stood for a simple, implying person, a simple mind around person, just giving to everyone need like a nice doormat. Yeah, actually, Tom. I think that's actually probably the best definition right there. You can turn games on with the touch of a button. Ooh, exactly. I like that. So yeah, okay. I think we've got everything. Yeah. If you got nothing to add, I got nothing to add. Should we move on?
Move on. That's the end of the podcast.
That's it. Oh shit, we're at the end. Oh fuck.